My God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hey guys, Stephen I for my Fort Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. Now, I haven't made a video for a wee while yet. I've had a little bit of issue, and I think those issues that has just come to light that I want to share with you at the same time as I'm introducing this new mining site, Cloud Doge Mining. It's very similar like all others, but I've joined this one and I put a bit of money into the system and activated Doge at this point of time. Now, this particular one, the link to join it, it should be down the bottom of my video, YouTube video. At the same time, do subscribe to my YouTube video. You'll be doing me a huge favor. Of course, when you join this mining app, don't join unless you're going to invest a bit of money into it. For example, invest say $50, $100, and if you do it consistently every week, you'll build up the number of how much you really want to invest into the system. Now, every time or every day, the system is going to reward you for how much you invest into the system. And it's pretty simple. Now, once you're in here and you come up to this part of the section, whichever miner that you want to use, as you can see up the top here is TRX, BNB, Ethereum, Shiba, and of course Doge. Now, mine is activated at the moment. It's clicked on Doge, and it's gone a bit faster because I just put some investment into it. Now, to navigate for the page, once you log in, you come in here, buy power, and we'll give you the menu. On the left here is your menu bar. As you can see the differences, each button here gives you the menu, what's required, and it's pretty simple. Go down to your wallet. Now, in this case, it shows up exactly how much I got in my wallet, and this is where in the area where you can make a deposit from your wallet or your exchange to buying one of these systems. For example, just say you want to bring in some cash from TRX, click on that, copy the code, take this code back into your wallet, paste it in its right appropriate place, and it will make a transfer of however much you want to transfer and invest into the system. Now, the system activates pretty well, and it will show you. Now, it's not going to show me anything much here for withdrawal. Now, if I want to do withdrawal something, I guess I will have to just come in here and put down the number of how much you want to withdraw. In this case, I wouldn't advise because you don't want to withdraw these small amount. You want to leave it for at least 2-3 days. But if you have a substantial amount, say $1,000 or more invested into the system, then of course you're going to have a far more greater amount to be withdrawn. As you can see, I've already got a small amount. Now, I might try and do a withdrawal later and see if it will allow me, because they do have a minimum of how much you want to withdraw. Of course, this is how much I've already invested into the system. 1,198 TRX, and that's gone in today, of course, and that has been activated and speed up the mining process. That's in my wallet. Now, the other button here shows you some of the activities that you want to swap, which coin you want to swap, the amount of money you want in to another, and that's quite simple. And if you notice that maybe TRX might be mining faster than Doge, then you do the swap over here. Now, the other part of the equation is your referral. Now, this is my referral. You should have your own unique referral. Referral means you can certainly invite other people to come and join this app once you have started, and you'll come under what it's called affiliate system. It's exactly the same as a referral, of course. Any new person you come in here and start mining or started investing, you'll be looking at 7% part of their investments. So it is quite a lucrative sort of process. Now, one more important issue that I will share with any of you out here joining these mining apps or mining sites. Be careful when you sign up, like for example, your home broadband or IP address. These sites only allow one account per IP address. Now, be careful when you do that, because you might want to sign up your brother or sister, your mother and your father from one IP address. Don't do that. The company will recognize that as more than one account, because their system, they only allow one account for one IP address. However, you can overcome these sort of problems if you have a smartphone or G4, G5 phone, and you can activate these systems through the phone, even though you're at home. Just make sure to turn off the Wi-Fi so it don't have a conflict. So the signal that you're sending if you're accessing these websites or mining sites on your phone would be totally different to your home line internet connection. So bear that in mind, because I've had a couple of issues, a few issues actually with IP address conflict, only because I didn't realize at the time, and I might have signed up, say, the wife, for example, on the same IP address. But it's not the end of the world. All you got to do is make sure if you have, you and your wife on the same account, just make sure that you or the wife access their account on the phone, making sure to use the data or the services the phone is on, and then use the Wi-Fi link to the phone. Make sure to turn the Wi-Fi link off before you access this website. That way the website owner will recognize it as coming from a different IP address, and that's all they would need to know. And then that is to make sure and to ensure your withdrawal in the future will come through, and you don't have any conflict, like, as I said, more than one account per IP address. And it's important to do that. Otherwise, you only access these accounts, say, from a different IP address. Say, for example, you only go to the local library, and that's the only place you're going to access these accounts. But at home, you have a different account, of course. That's if you have more than one account in the same address at home. So be careful of that. Anyway, coming back to signing up with Cloud Doge, it's very simple. You just got to sign up, and like I said, there should be a link down the bottom there. Get in here, open your account up, and go through the process and activate. These are actually active. You can actually activate each one of these coins as soon as you register. So the mining will be activated as soon as I said, you will be registered. The only difference is, if you want the system to speed up its process, then you'll have to do a bit of investment into it. $50, $100. If you got $1,000, shove $1,000 in there, and you'll be fine. And it's pretty simple. Once again, let me go through the process. Come into the site, click on buy power. These are your menu bar on the site. Now we're going to look for area where it says buy. Oh, here we go. Deposit. This is where you're going to click on any of these coins that you have in your wallet or your exchange. Click on any one of them. Let's say, for example, once again, TRX. Click on that, and that's all you need. Take this code, copy this code, don't change it. Copy this code and take it back to your wallet or your exchange, and make sure that there's a TRX that you're going to activate to bring it into the system, or transfer into the system to activate also or speed up your mining process. And that's how simple it is. Now, I can guarantee you, because I am making a bit of money now from mining, and I have noticed $1,000 invested in one of these minings, it's quite lucrative. It pays out around about 75, 80 bucks per day. Now, they only last 4 months, and you got to renew it every month. But at the end of the month, it is profitable. So do some calculations, and I think this particular one, they pay you 2.5%. Let me double check that for you. Let's go through the process, give you an accurate assessment of the fact. I should have mentioned that in the first place anyway, of the amount. Oh, here we go. Say here 5%. Oh, right. No, that's not the one. To be sure that what I'm quoting here is the correct one. I did see it somewhere. Our advantage, it's somewhere here. It actually tells you how much we make from these mining apps. Don't forget, each apps has their own costs or their own payout. Oh, here we go. 2.5%. Now, it varies. If you have a look at the chart here on the right, from $30 to $100 is 2.5, and from $100 to $500 you have, for example, but they call it power. From 100 to 500, it rises from 2.75% to 3%. $700 to $1,200, it goes up then from 3.25 to 3.5%. These are the incomes you earn every day from these mining sites, depending on how much you put in your system or how much you invest into the system. So bear that in mind, okay? And that is very, very important to understand. Now, that's just a calculator you use to say, okay, let's say you want to be up on the 4%. Put that number in, how much TRX you might need to get up to 1200, for example. Bear with me, so I can just give you some numbers. But there we go. So TRX, that's how much TRX you need to bring in approximately to get into this section here. You get an earning of 3.5. Now, if you bear with me, I'll try and translate that 1200 power. Now, remember, they're talking about mega power here, MH-S. Be patient with me. Let me go through my process to get this up. These may sound a bit confusing, but bear with me. When they're talking about mega power, the amount of coins, and well, in this section here, change this button to TRX. That number 1200 we saw. It's not much, as you can see, $86. Go back to cloud mining. If I am correct in that assessment, it's not a lot of money once again, but if it was, say, that much, 800, again, it's not going to break the bank. I'm going to change this to 800, for example, and that's how much TRX you will get. It just gives you an idea approximately what sort of percentage you're going to be earning if you put a certain amount of money into the system. At that sort of amount, for example, TRX, which is that much mega power, you'll be getting paid 27 TRX every day, and in a month, $812 TRX, I think it says. So you get really use the calculator to see exactly how much you're going to be earning depending on how much money you want to put in. So you know exactly how much you're going to, say, profit or budget for in the next month or so. But as you can see, there's a percentage there just by working these numbers. So you can use this calculator to give you an exact sort of amount how much the mining is going to pay, and depending also, of course, on how much you put in. Okay, so again, do join, but don't join for nothing. Join with the understanding this system really works well when you start putting some investment into it, even if you only put $50 in it. But if you can do this, say, every week from your pay packet, come in here, put $50 every week, then you build up the exact amount, the big amount, just by putting your $50 every week into the system. And of course, say $50 this week, next week, every time you get your pay at the end of the month, you probably put in $200. Now, every time you put a deposit in, the day is calculated from that time. They don't combine the whole lot as one. So each day you put a deposit in, that day is activated on the day when you put that money in. But more importantly, come in and make some money for yourself. I'm making some money. That's why I'm introducing these new apps. You probably saw some of my other apps before, prior to this video. Mine One Bitcoin, LTC Coin, TRX Mine, and Doge Max Mining. So there's so many. Choose one. The only reason why you're seeing me using a lot of them, I don't want to have any trouble with any of these companies in the future. Like, any company in the real world, not just cryptocurrencies, they can come into some sort of issue in the future, and you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. But that's the reason why I spread mine all over and have so many accounts in case one account falls or have some issues, then I have other accounts to continue mining, and you don't lose money or momentum. You might lose a bit of money perhaps with one account that all of a sudden closes, but that's the risk. Sometimes the risk is worth taking, and there's nothing to be shy or be scared of, because that's life. Not everything we do in life will win. It's like buying a lottery. Not every time you're going to win a lottery, but as soon as you put some money into the lottery game, at least you got a hope. But these systems I'm sharing with you, they don't rely on hope. They rely totally on your investment. So the amount of money that you want to invest in, it's exactly the amount of money that you can probably get out of the system, as I showed you before with using the calculator. So if you use the calculator to determine how much money you want to put into the system, it doesn't have to be TRX. It can be any of the other coins here, Ethereum, BNB, that's Binance Coin, Shiba, and Doge, of course. Just come and make some money. It's a pretty simple process in the system. And again, as I said, I'm making a bit of money from these mining apps, and I'm pretty happy. And I can guarantee you, if you work or save or I don't know where you're going to get $1,000, shove it into these systems. When I say shove it, buy some coins or investment, and watch how much that $1,000 is going to be earning for you just by buying. And every day you come in and make the corrections, how much it's available for you to withdraw. Now let's go back again to the withdrawal system. Okay, now as you can see, just for example, your one will show up in these coins here. Now Doge, I can take out 3.080 if I wanted to. Okay, I can take that out as part of the withdrawal process. Let's go through it. I'm not going to make a withdrawal. I'm just going to show it to you. That number down the bottom here, as soon as you press maximum, it should show up the top here. Here we go. Now, all I need now is the address. That means my Doge code from my wallet. Paste it in here, click withdrawal, and that amount should go directly into my wallet. So let's see how much that is worth in real term. 3.08 Doge. So you can really calculate things before you make any movement. Change that number. 3.08. It will give you an idea. It's not much, so I'm not going to even bother to try and take out a withdrawal, because as you can see, it's nothing yet, and that's only reflecting. If we saw earlier, I just made the investment earlier, 27th, and that is today. Today's date, of course, is the 27th of February 2023. We look forward, if I make another video on this, maybe another in a week's time, or if it goes well tomorrow, then I might make another video just to show you what it's like a day after I have made my initial investment. This investment, it's only about 80 bucks, I think it was. It's not a lot of money, but it will certainly sort of give you an idea how much a small amount of money can sort of be investing. I'm looking at investing about $1,000 into this account in the near future, but at this stage, it's a new account. I just want to familiarize myself with all the clickings and the buttons and how it goes through the process. But if you come and join me, please come, have some money aside, come and make some money for yourself. You'll be thanking me in the future. As long as you make deposits into the system, you're going to be the one that's going to be really, really happy about it. But anyway, stay away from scams. This is Stephen R. from My Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. We love you. God loves you. We'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.